Hello everyone. I haven't made a video in a while, and you probably don't know who the fuck I am. Well, my name is Frank, and I made a stupid YouTube channel called Just Another Talking Head, because I figured there's too many of them. So, I figured, why not get on this Trudeau covering his face in shit bandwagon. Now, full disclosure, I am a Canadian, and I am not a liberal, nor am I an SJW. I am a conservative, and I even love your president. In fact, I wish your president was my prime minister. So, let's talk about Trudeau, because everybody's doing it. Might as well get in on it, right? Fox talked about it. Don Lemon thinks it's amazing he apologized. But we all know if Don Lemon heard Donald Trump apologize, he'd say he's up to something. Well, fuck you, Don Lemon. And fuck you, Trudeau. So, why is it a big deal? Well, normally I'm not offended by it. I'm not offended by it because, well, I don't give a shit about most things. The reason I do give a shit about it is because, well, for the last 4 years, I've had Justin Trudeau telling me that I'm a bad person. Telling the world that Donald Trump's a bad man, Trudeau's a great guy, he's a non-racist, he's not into mankind, but he's into people kind, he's not a feminist, but he is a feminist, and he's also an Islamist. Two fucking things that don't go together, but he doesn't get that. Why? Because he's an idiot. Because, well, he's a trust fund kid of a trust fund kid, and you just can't trust those fucking people. So, the reason it's a big deal, from a Canadian standpoint, is simple. He's a virtue signaling, white knighting piece of shit. And for him to be in blackface or shitface, because, I mean, really, that picture of him looks like he covered himself in horse shit. And then there's two more pictures of him, and even a video. The reason it's a big deal is because, well, he lives by different rules than the rest of us. And then, instead of owning up to it and saying, yeah, I went in blackface, he said, yeah, I wore makeup, and there might be other pictures. And my privilege didn't let me see that it was racist. Dude, you were fucking 29 years old, okay? If you didn't know that was racist, then you were a fucking retard. Pardon my language. And I don't mean handicapped. I just mean, you know, a fucking retard. Now, Buddy made his bed, and he can fucking lie in it, right? And this little quip about, oh, my privilege. So what you're saying then is, you're not to blame, but people with privilege are to blame. Rich folk are to blame. See, Canada is a fucked up place. Now, I watch a lot of American politics because, well, it's fucking hilarious. And everything bad that you hear about President Trump that aren't true, mind you, is all true about Justin Trudeau. He famously, in 2015 when he was elected, said 50% of his cabinet will be female. They asked why, and he said, because it's 2015. Well, here's the thing. We have a different electoral system. We don't go by province. We go by ridings. So you don't vote for the prime minister, you vote for whoever is in your riding. And whatever party party has the most wins in their ridings, well, the leader of that party then becomes prime minister. Hence why Justin Trudeau is prime minister. But here's the thing. Only 26% of women actually won their ridings. And he made 50% of his cabinet. So he actually overrepresented females. That's his prerogative. And then on top of that, he decided that, and he didn't tell anybody this, that I think half or 3/4 of the women that are a part of this cabinet were junior ministers making about $25,000 less than the other ministers. He got called out by, I think, Rebel Media, and they said, and then he said, "Oh well, we're in the process of promoting them." Dumb shit. You already promoted them. Going from an MP to a minister in a cabinet, that's a fucking promotion. So he would have paid them that way if he didn't get caught. So he got caught. Then you have his multiple ethic violations and investigations. He's the only prime minister in this country that's had multiple ethics violation investigations. Why? Because he's a piece of shit. And his Minister of Justice, who is a long-standing liberal, he tried to force her, him and his aide, tried to force her to bury a crime. The crime being a French engineering firm bribing government officials and all this shit called S&C Laval. She wouldn't do it because, according to her, her duty's to the people, and good for her. So this motherfucker, the feminist, removed her from her post, and then she quit. And then another one quit. So he's not much of a feminist. And it's funny because why isn't he a feminist? Because he's a fucking Islamist, right? Now, I don't have a problem with Muslims per se. I do have a problem with the book. I do have a problem with Sharia law and how they treat women. They oppress women. They oppress gays. They oppress non-Muslims. We all know this. And he is totally down with this. So, Justin Trudeau, this is for you. You are a piece of shit. Come October, when the elections happen, I hope you lose. Because this country desperately needs a conservative government. Because the last time we had one, well, fuck, our budget was balanced, and now Dickface, who told us the budget will balance itself, well, now he's telling us the budget won't be balanced until about 2040 something. So, this is a little message now to my American friends. I know some of you hate Trump. I don't know why. The man's passionate about his country. He clearly loves his people. You say he hates minorities, but the minorities that know him fucking love him. So that's a conundrum, I suppose. But he shows passion. His passion for his country is something that we don't have. You guys have a First Amendment. We don't have one. We have, what do we have? Freedom of expression, which can be changed like that. Shit, in this country, you can be fined just for misgendering transgender. In the city I live in, you can be fined for abusive language. So when Justin Peterson said enforcing speech laws will lead to bad things, he was right, because I am now living it in a city that doesn't appreciate any form of freedom of speech. You guys have the First Amendment or the Second Amendment. We don't have that. We need licenses for guns. There's always a debate for long barrel rifles, and it's a debate that we are losing. And you guys have one left-leaning party, and yeah, sure, it's leaning very, very far left. We have two, okay? We have the Liberal Party that used to be a centrist party, but is now a left party, and now, not now, and we also have the NDP, who you can basically call the communists. And we even have a Quebec-only separatist party. They want to leave. They had a referendum in '95, and they voted to stay, and they won't let it go. So we have a ton of parties, and I forgot where I'm going with this because I'm driving home, but I'm gonna finish up. You guys have all these amazing freedoms that we don't have, and I constantly see people on the left love Canada. Oh, the free health care. It's shit. Okay? In the prime of my life, I had to wait 5 years for knee surgery to fix an external tear on a meniscus, a fractured kneecap, and I had to regrow cartilage. Even my mother was left on her deathbed because they refused to put her on a donor list for a liver because they said it was her fault, even though it was actually their fault. That's a story for another day. Point is, our medical system is not great. We are short-staffed. We lose our doctors to the States because they realize they can actually make money there. Our nurses, fuck, to be a nurse, not easy, man. Not easy. Because they're understaffed, but they can't afford more staff. So if you think a wait time in an American hospital is bad, come to Ontario. Actually, go to Quebec. It's even worse. So universal health care is definitely not all that it's cracked up to be. So my American friends, please keep up the fight. I'm talking to you, conservatives and Republicans. Keep up the fucking fight, because you do not want to turn into us. And if you lose 2020, you will begin the slow turn into Canada. And this is not what you want. So, this has been your pal Frank from the worst YouTube name I came up with, from just another talking head. But hey, it is a beautiful head, is it not? I had to shave because of work, and now I look like I'm 12. I assure you, I'm not 12. But I am handsome, so enjoy my face. I'm kidding. But hey, thank you for watching the video. Like, subscribe, share the video. You know, let's get some views on this bitch. It's a brand new YouTube channel. I figure, hey, you know what? Everybody's talking about politics. Let's talk about bullshit. Why not? Why not have a perspective from outside the box? Because, you know, especially in the States, everybody's just at each other's fucking throats because everybody's on a different side. Well, I have the benefit of being a third party that can look in and, I don't know, I think have an objective opinion. Maybe. Definitely a subjective opinion. But I thank you for taking the time to watch this almost 15-minute video of me just talking. And, yeah, I know, I'm no Tim Pool. I'm definitely cuter than him. But I am no fucking fence sitter. I'm definitely on your side, guys. So, we'll talk again. Have a good, what is it, Wednesday? Yeah, have a good Wednesday. Goodbye. Wait, before we go, jazz fingers. Remember, jazz fingers, everyone. We don't want to trigger any of the fucking SJW retards. Peace out. See you later. See you again.